Yo, chill. I don't know why I'm doing like rapper ad libs on IG Live. I'm just doing it like that. Peace to the gods, man. Peace to the gods. POE the gang. All that fun stuff, man. All that fun stuff. I ain't gonna be on y'all forehead too long. Appreciate y'all tuning in. I ain't gonna be in your forehead long, man, because, you know, I got a couple phone calls and stuff to make, man. I'm on the way to meet one of my partners. But I just wanted to come on IG today, man. I got a couple messages for y'all, but the other one I'm gonna say for YouTube. You know what I mean? And I might even post this one. Fuck it. But, you know, today's theme, man, really is just, and it has been the theme for a while now, but, you know, accountability, right? Everyone says, you know, hold each other accountable, hold this person accountable, this, that, and the third, and blah, blah, blah. But, you know, what does that really mean, right? What does being accountable mean? Like, taking account for your actions, taking responsibility, right? How do you respond when things happen, you know, and owning up to that, right? So, you know, I really feel like people have stopped holding themselves accountable for their actions. You know, a key of being just a person or even an adult, right, quote unquote, is not only knowing what you're doing, but the effects of what you're doing. And a lot of people kind of, you know, they know what they're doing, but they don't know why they do it. They don't know the effects of what they're doing, you know. So this is where accountability comes in, man. And I feel like people need to just realize the ripple effect of what they do. You know what I mean? People need to understand that, okay, if I talk shit to somebody, they're going to feel like this, right? Or if I, you know, if I rap about this thing, then this is going to happen. You know, the name of the game is really just awareness. You know, people think spirituality is really just this mystical, lyrical. I don't understand what people's perception is about it. That ain't really my problem. You know, you think what you think, whatever. But, you know, people need to learn to hold themselves accountable for their actions. You know, firstly, you need to hold yourself accountable, right? If you know that what you say has this effect, it allows you to dictate yourself differently. You know, this is when we get into the idea of sovereignty, right? In that same token, you know, having people around you that don't hold you accountable is just a no, bro. Like, if you're around people that just let you do whatever you want to do, however you want to do it, how do you grow, right? In order to grow, you have to recognize the thing in the first place. You know, when you talk to people who are addicted to substances, or, you know, people who, for lack of a better phrase, have specific patterns, right? The key is recognizing the pattern. If the person doesn't recognize the pattern, then it continues to go on and it becomes who they are. You know, so, you know, accountability, at least to me, is recognition of patterns. If you do certain things the same, like doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result, is called insanity, right? We can't do the same things. If you were still 5 years old, could you drive a car? You know what I mean? Would you be able to buy wine or liquor if that's your cup of tea? You know what I mean? Would you be able to, like, if you were still in the 12th grade, right? We aren't static creatures. We are ever-evolving creatures. You know what I mean? We live in an ever-evolving world. This is what technology is showing us, right? Especially right in front of our face, because, you know what I'm saying, shit move like that. Sometimes we need to slow down, but that's a sidebar. You know what I mean? Like, we need to learn to recognize our own patterns. And, you know, you can be a work in progress and a masterpiece at the same time. Some masterpieces have flaws, okay? Accepting your flaws is the key to being whole, right? The idea of perfect, people got that shit fucked up. KRS once said this, right? He was like, perfect is not, well, he read the definition, but perfect is not being without flaws. Perfect is being complete. You know what I mean? In order to be complete, you have to have two sides. You have to have that positive or that negative, right? You have to have the side of you that is refined and a side of you that needs work. You know what I mean? Maintenance. You have to maintain yourself, right? And it's some work to do that. So with that being said, man, like, you have to, part of holding yourself accountable is also, you know, knowing what you need to work on. Oh, yeah. I don't know why I did that. Oh, yeah, that's fact. Yeah, Keon, that's 100% facts. Like, you literally have to mind your own business. Like, real talk. Like, worry about your stuff. You know what I mean? Don't worry about other people's things. Don't worry about what other people got going on. Like, you have to be able to hold yourself accountable, and even think about trying to correct someone else. And you're not gonna see it in someone else if you don't already see it in yourself, right? Like, I'm bold. I talk a whole lot of shit. Like, I do all of that. You know what I mean? So, which means I'm able to recognize it in other people, and I'm able to recognize how others talk to people, right? So, when I recognize that certain people talk a certain way, I say something about it. Why? Because I know how I talk. And in that same token, I learn, and I'm still learning, honestly. I had this lesson yesterday, you know what I mean? But I'm learning to know how to talk to people about certain things, right? So as I learn that, that's going to be reflected back to me, you know what I mean? Via other people. And that's when I step in and say, hey, I'm learning how to do this. I want to help you learn it also. You know what I mean? So, and you can't learn if you don't own your own shit. Business owners talk about ownership, but, you know, sometimes you have to own your own traumas. And not own them. That's bad language. I don't know why this don't keep pausing, because I'm live and this one is just stop. But, you know, whatever. You have to recognize your own traumas. You know what I mean? Recognize the parts that need work. And that, ladies and germs, is accountability. Now, it's simple until it's not. You know, we like to complicate things, but most concepts are pretty dang on simple. But that's pretty much all I got. I just wanted to come through, say that, talk some shit. Hope y'all doing well. You know what I mean? Having a great day, accomplishing everything that you need to accomplish. I'm about to go meet with my brother. We about to go try to build, see what some of these networks going on, what they got going on, these different businesses. So I'm gonna run and do that, man. Do my own thing, man. But other than that, I hope y'all continue to have a great day, continue to have a great week. And I'll talk to you next time. Peace.